Good morning from partway up Loughrig. I'm Tony Higginson and today I'm going to be photographing an inversion. I don't know if you've ever seen one. If you haven't, it's a must. I'm going to show you now. Look at that. That's what I'm photographing. The cloud and the sunrise. Let me just go wide again. It's just stunning. You've just seen what it is. And it was forecast a freezing fog this morning in the Lake District. So I've got up early. I've climbed up to a place called Loughrig Terrace. It's partway up Loughrig and you climb up from Ambleside. It's about 25-minute walk up, 20-minute walk up. I've got a bit of a sweat on, but I need to do a bit more exercise. And it's just stunning. I've seen this, I'll let you see it behind me. I've witnessed this scene, probably this is about my 7th or 8th time. I tend to come up once a year. I was first brought up here by a friend of mine called Tony, and he showed me this position, and it's one of the top places in the Lake District to see an inversion. For anyone who doesn't know, an inversion is basically when you're above the cloud or fog, you know. And the great thing about this spot is, especially in winter, you get the clouds and the sun rises up behind those that sort of fog and the cloud, and it just gives you this scene, and it's just beautiful. And the great thing as well is there's other scenes around. There's also these mountains that I can work with and photograph. See, there's just a bit of mist rising in the valley, and I can photograph these when the sun rises. That's Helvellyn over there. And this is what landscape photography is all about. I mean, I love my little detail work and my abstract stuff, and you know, I love the whole range of landscape photography, but there's nothing quite like witnessing the true majesty of nature. I'm photographing it on my 70 to 200mm lens. It's the way I like to photograph up here. Obviously, I've got quite a bit of experience shooting in this location, so I kind of know what works. And I like zooming in on the little details. I'm going to see, you'll see. That's what I'm shooting there. Lovely. And I'm just working my way around. Down in the lake, there's boats. There's a little sort of headland that juts out. And I have photographed this in the past with a lot more mist. And to be honest, I kind of like it like this, just with a bit of mist floating around, because you can still see the little bits of details. It's not all just lost, and gorgeous. I just had to show you this scene. You know, it's one I'll be coming back to again, and it's one I tell people about all the time. The road is called Under Loughrig. Park there, walk up here when there's forecast of a freezing fog, and take these pictures for yourself. And even if you're not a photographer, just to come and witness this scene, it's just glorious, and it's not to be missed. I don't think I've seen a better sunrise anywhere in, well, I say the world, anywhere in the UK, Iceland, or in Scotland. Nothing can beat this scene up here. So I'll show you now a few of the pictures that I've taken, and then I'm going to have a wander on and see what else I can get. What a morning. I've just hopped across to the next rock, and the sky has just gone this gorgeous pink colour with the blue above it as the sun's just lighting the cloud behind these mountains. Oh, spectacular. I've just been firing away. I'm on the 70 to 200 again, and I'm just taking out little sections, clicking them, going a bit wider, switching to me 24-70, and just really working the scene. This rock here in the foreground, this is nice. It's kind of just got a little bit of light from the sun that's nearly up, just picking up the details, and then with the pink behind, oh, I think it's going to be really nice. There's all this colour behind here, and yet, and there's still the lovely mist out there. And so I've been working just like these scenes out there, those trees. And just soaking this in. This is why I put the effort in. The light's just appearing on the tops of the mountains, so I'm getting ready to shoot, so I'll see what I can capture. Well, I just had to show you this. Woo! The tops of the mountains have lit up pink. Stunning. I've done a big panorama spanning right across there, so it's going to be loads of detail. The sun is just rising. Now, Judith Chalmers used to say it, wish you were here. I bet you wish you were here. Look at this. Gold. I'm trying to get down the fell so that I can go and photograph some trees in the mist, because this freezing fog is supposed to be hanging around for a while this morning, and I just had to stop at this this location. I actually took a wrong turn coming back down, which is not unusual for me, and there's just a tree on this little ridge that it's lit with the sun. It's got the mountains behind, and I just had to stop and take a photograph of it, you know, just the light on it there with the fells behind with the snow. And I'm including this fence here, so I've got the fence coming in, that stone wall should I say, I've got that coming in, but the gate there allows you through it as you're viewing. So I do think about these things compositionally, you know, if that was a straight stone wall cutting right through the scene, it'd stop you looking at the picture, but the gate allows you to look through, so I think it's going to be quite a nice little picture. There's always a danger of this kind of shot that it'll be a little bit twee, but you know what, who cares? I like it, so I'm shooting it. Anyway, them misty trees are calling me. Hello, I've come from Loughrig and I've come back to Kelly Hall Tarn. I'd like to have brought you somewhere new, but you know what, the conditions are just so good, I couldn't resist. And I've turned up, and you'll not believe it, 2 local celebrities are here. Look at these two. Roger Merrifield, Jeannie Lazenby. They're actually really, really good photographers, both of them. They're not quite as good as me, but honestly, they are really good. I'm going to put links below the video. Go and check out the pages, you'll like the stuff. Jeannie, she does some lovely coastal stuff, especially up in Scotland, and Roger is an Elter water specialist, and he's also known as Wolfie Pics, so the link will be Wolfie Pics. Go and check him out. And what I'm doing is, again, I'm waiting for the light. We've got some gorgeous mist around, as you can see, and all I'm waiting for is the distant mountains to clear, just to pop through. I think it's going to happen. Roger's promised me, in fact, it's going to happen, and he's a man of his word, so I'm just waiting. I'll show you the sun. Sun's over there. That's rather bright. I don't think you can see anything there. And these are the trees, the Kelly Hall Tarn trees. You obviously know them from my previous videos because you've got the alerts on and you're following every single video I do. And that's it, just a quick video, just to show you what I'm up to, and then I'm going to go and have a wander. I'll see you later. I know you're probably going to be getting sick of seeing this tree, but I couldn't resist taking this shot because what the mist is allowing me to do is create a very simple minimalistic image, which normally is not available because the background mountains normally obscure it. So I can photograph from an unusual position, which is here, and I can just zoom in on that tree, and that's what I'm going for. It's going to be black and white, and pretty much there's not much more to it. It's just the fact that I've got that white canvas behind with the tree sat in front. I just couldn't turn it down. I'm going to go and have a wander now, but you've seen lots of shots of Kelly Tarn, and I think the point that I'd like to make is that one location can produce multiple images in all different conditions. You can turn up, like the shot I took yesterday at sunrise, quite colourful, pastel. This is quite a minimalist, stark black and white shot. I love both styles, and I don't like to limit myself to one style. I like to just use whatever the conditions I've got on that particular day. So it's going to be a cracker, this one, and here it is. I've got a lovely little scene here. I've come across this little tree. I think it's a juniper. Love the shape of it. You know, it's all withered, it's been battered by the wind, but it's still hanging on. And here in the snow with the mist behind it, it's just too easy. It's too easy to get a good shot, to be honest. What I'm doing is I've decided to add a bit of extra interest. I do like the minimal shot just of the tree, and I've already photographed that. But I wanted to add some foreground detail, so what I've done is I'm photographing that lump of snowy grass in front. So I've got that as a foreground going up to the tree in the distance. In order to shoot that in one frame, I'm using my tilt shift, so I'm tilting it down, getting that depth of field through. But you could easily focus stack it, just take 2 or 3 images, stack them together in Photoshop, you get the same effect. And it's just like a playground for a landscape photographer, this. It's just crazy. I mean, there's trees all over. Roger and Jeannie are up there doing the thing. I'm just going to work my way around, photographing all the different wonderful trees. And like I say, it almost feels like cheating in these conditions. You've got snow, you've got no wind at all, nothing's moving, and you've got this beautiful soft mist. You know, for this kind of photography, it's great, you know. So the key to achieving this is putting in lots of effort in getting out. There's no other way. You've got to study the weather. You know, you've got to think, oh, it's forecast freezing fog in winter. Get out there and take your chance. Now, this is the 4th straight day I've been up to the lakes, and this is what I've been waiting for, really. You know, the mountains with the light and all that's great, but really for this kind of shot, whoo, I love it. So thanks for watching, and I'm just going to keep wandering around, and if I see anything amazing, I'm going to shoot a bit more video. Thanks. I've had a wander and I found a little tree. I think it's quite interesting. I did some of the sort of junipers in the snow, and then I thought I'd have a wander up, and I've seen this tree that I do like the shape of, and it's a question of how to best shoot it. When I first saw it, it's that one there in the distance. See that one? I thought it reminded me a little bit of Sycamore Gap. That's the, I think it's an ash tree on, oh no, no, it's a sycamore tree, and it's up on Hadrian's Wall up in Northumberland, and the sycamore tree sort of stands between this sort of, in a kind of big U shape, and I saw the sort of curving U, and I thought, oh, that'll be nice, and I shot it, and it was nice, but it was just, wanted something else. So what I've done is I moved over to just a few paces to my left, and what that does is it changes the balance. So it throws that rock to the left of it, and then I can create an asymmetrical composition with the tree up in one corner and all that texture of the rock with the snow on it, adding detail instead of lots of sky, because there's nothing happening in the sky. So just a bit of a different composition, and I thought I'd try and explain some of the thought processes that I go through. You know, when I find a subject, I obviously have an initial thought, and then once I've taken that shot, it's like, how can it be improved? How can I work around it? And this is a good example where by changing my position, I think I've got a more interesting image that's going to be a bit more graphic, a bit more dynamic. So that's what you've got to look for when you're out in the landscape, especially when you're shooting minimal subjects. Composition is critical. It's got to be bob on, and spend a bit of time, move about and sort of until you get it so it just looks sweet in the viewfinder, and then there's your shot. So the mist has cleared from around this area now. It doesn't matter for that shot, but the trees have lost that feel that they had half an hour ago, where it was just like so soft and ethereal. That's kind of gone, but there's still more shots to be had. But Coniston is now clearing. So it's clearing down there now. It's just whether a bit of mist rolls in from the right, but I don't think it's going to. It was forecast to sort of clear in the afternoon, so I think I've had my lot now, and it was superb while it lasted. So I'll wander back. If I get anything, I'll take some more, obviously, but if not, what a great day. And an exercise in minimalist photography, but not long exposure. Minimalist photography is normally long exposure, seascape type stuff, but you can do it in snow and mist, and it's perfect. Thanks for watching. I'm signing off for today. I've not eaten since 5 o'clock this morning. I don't know what time it is. I forget about food, me. I know some people need the food. Well, it's only 10 past 12. I'm amazed. Mind you, I did get up at 5:30. So it's only midday. So I might go and get some dinner. And that's me. As I say, I'm signing off. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, it'd be great if you could, if you've not already subscribe to see all my future videos. But it'd also be great if you could share it. If you put it out on social media, click share, put it on Facebook, anything like that. It just supports me and helps me to create new content. So I really appreciate you all watching it and following me on my trip. And I hope I've given you a few ideas, and I hope you've enjoyed what has been a great day in the lakes.